Hi! Welcome to Doc Martin's Quarantine Video number 4. Today, we will be talking about proper diet and supplementation for our back pain and how that relates to our immune system and possibly even COVID-19. We also have some breaking news out of Ireland as they just released the results of their study on aging. Stick around because I'll be discussing that later. But before that, I wanted to thank all of my viewers for watching. Kenneth, I'm so happy these videos have been helping your chronic back pain. Christina, you read my mind because our next 3 videos are going to be on natural solutions for neck and upper back pain. Now, let's get cracking! Before we dive into the topic of proper nutrition and supplementation for back pain, I wanted to just give you some simple tips on nutrition. An excellent resource is a book called How Not to Die by Dr. Greger, and he talks about the benefits of a whole food plant-based diet. Basically, it not only prevents disease but can reverse all of the major diseases in the world today, from cardiovascular disease, cancer, and even neurodegenerative disease such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. A whole food plant-based diet is one that focuses on whole foods which are minimally processed, avoids animal products whenever possible, and is a diet that focuses primarily on plants, vegetables, fruits, whole wheats, grains, and seeds. Okay, just wanted to show you what a typical trip to the grocery would look like. I start off with this section, just like to get majority of my food in colors. So green leafy vegetables, light green vegetables, orange carrots, red tomatoes. Normally I'd get some yellow lemons. In general, the more colors you put in there, the more vitamins you're going to be getting in with your food. I like to get a little bit of red wine. Red wine is actually really healthy for you. There's a component in red wine that is released by stress grapes called resveratrol, which has great benefits for your cardiovascular system and is even used in anti-aging medicine. Meat protein substitutes, I like beans, lentils, nuts, seeds, quinoa, couscous, that kind of stuff. Normally, it's a great source of protein and fiber. Get some cheeses. I mean, some people like dairy, some people don't like dairy. It's not necessarily a health thing, but it's a taste thing. I like the taste of cheese, add it to my sandwiches, add it to my salads. Go over here, organic chicken. If you're not already doing organic chicken and organic eggs, you really need to start that. Generally, the chicken industry puts so many hormones into the chickens to mature them faster, so they can farm them faster, but those hormones actually end up in your bloodstream. So generally, get organic chicken. I like organic chicken breast, organic eggs. Over here, it's my treat meals. Processed food, salamis, definitely bad for you. Definitely bad for you, but I don't eat very much of it. I'll take maybe a few slices, put it in a bowl of salad, spice it up a little bit, but if a few slices of processed salami makes me eat a whole bowl of salad, then good still outweighs the bad. Bread, I normally like wheat bread. They were out, so I got rye bread and some jam and sugars and things like that. So just wanted to share what typical trip would be and try to eat healthily as much as possible. A diet rich in whole plant-based foods is really the best, and that's unprocessed. Now let's talk specifically about which vitamins are good for your lower back pain. Please note that I will be leaving links in the description section of this video if you want to get more details into the science and the scientists and the studies that I follow. Now, the first vitamin we're going to be discussing is vitamin D. Vitamin D is actually a hormone that your body can synthesize naturally from sunlight that does so many amazing things in the body. It's essential for bone and muscle health. It may help prevent respiratory illnesses. It benefits your immune system and your immune system function. And it's got all of these anti-inflammatory effects. For pain, in a large scientific study of the Mayo Clinic in Cleveland, they proved a direct relationship between deficiencies in vitamin D and levels of pain and functionality and opioid use. Now, remember that breaking news I talked to you about earlier. Just this month in Ireland, they published the results of a longitudinal study on vitamin D deficiency and its relationship with not just bone and muscle health, but acute respiratory infections, pneumonia, inflammation, and actually immune function. So they feel that this has a role to play in protecting the elderly from COVID-19. This study recommends 600 to 800 international units of vitamin D a day, especially if you're stuck at home cocooning because of the ECQ. And for the elderly, 70 and above, they recommend as high as 1,000 international units a day. Now, you can get vitamin D by exposing yourself to sunlight. So when the sun hits your skin, it synthesizes vitamin D from cholesterol. But you need at least 15 minutes of exposure to direct sunlight a day. And if you're darker skinned or brown skinned like us Filipinos, you'll need an additional 5 minutes, so a total of 20 minutes. You can also get vitamin D from fish. The next vitamin I want to discuss is vitamin E. Now, Dr. George Goodheart Jr., whom I consider a mentor in chiropractic, was the very first chiropractor accredited by the U.S. Olympic Committee for the Lake Placid Olympic Games. He was also once described by Time magazine as the man with the magic fingers. Dr. Goodheart discovered a relationship between vitamin E and certain muscles. If you look at this picture, you'll see that these are the muscles that specifically support your pelvis, your lumbar spine, and the muscles of the upper leg. These are the muscles you need to maintain pelvic alignment, mobility, strength, and stability. So, if you have a chronic low back problem, you may benefit from taking a vitamin E supplementation. The recommendation is you take 200 to 400 international units a day, but you only do it for a 2 to 3 month period. The reason being is that vitamin E is one of those vitamins that's not water soluble, which means you don't just urinate out the excess. It's fat soluble, so it gets deposited in your fat, and there's a possibility, although rare, that you may develop some vitamin E toxicity if you take it for too long a period of time. The great thing about vitamin E is it's also good for your immune system and for your cardiovascular health. Dr. Goodheart had a practice that specialized in very difficult cases. He recognized a relationship between manganese and people with chronic back problems, particularly those suffering from lumbar disc syndromes. So, the discs are your shock absorbers of your spine. They separate one vertebra from another, and when worn out, can put pressure on your nerves, causing back pain. Dr. Goodheart published in a chiropractic journal the results of 22 cases of severe intervertebral disc syndrome that he treated successfully with a combination of good chiropractic care and chelated manganese. For chelated manganese, you would take about 20 to 30 micrograms a day. You can get good supplements from any health food store, but look for GMP. It's a label that you'll find in most of these vitamins and supplements, which stands for Good manufacturing practices. Remember, it's still preferred to get your vitamins from whole foods, which are normally plant-based, but you may need to front load some of these vitamins and supplements into your body for a 2-3 month period just to get your body going. To summarize, vitamins D, E, and manganese are the best supplements to take if you're suffering from chronic lower back pain. Don't forget to spend at least 15 to 20 minutes under the sun. Eat a whole food plant-based diet whenever possible. However, don't kill yourself if you're having 2 strips of bacon, a cheesecake, or a steak. Allow yourself treat meals every so often as long as majority of your meals are healthy. For more resources on diet and nutrition, I'll be leaving links in the description below. Please feel free to ask. I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have. This concludes our series on lower back pain. If you missed the previous videos on exercise, alignment, and chiropractic, please click on the playlist. Don't forget to hit like or subscribe. We'll be releasing new videos every Sunday. Remember, every day, in every way, you are getting better and better. Cats aren't plant-based. In fact, what I try to do is to replicate their natural diet. Here I have organic raw chicken for Maharaj. Organic, so it doesn't have any of those nasty hormones that we talked about earlier. Don't want that circulating around his bloodstream. Okay, baby, come.